Yeah, this presentation is for Education 6036, Dr. Pellegrini, Data Mining Presentation by Boyd Prince. First of all, we want to just kind of look at the numbers for Herkin High School. As you can see in the grade 10, there's 298 kids. In grade 11, there are 287 kids. In grade 12, there are 247 kids. The school is made up of minority kids. Out of those numbers, 93. Economic disadvantaged kids, there's about 380, which is very high for a high school. Almost half the school is disadvantaged on free or reduced lunch. English language, as you can see, is 20, student disabilities 141, which is also kind of a high number. Last year, the students that were proficient in language was 89%, those in mathematics, which was kind of a low number, 28%, and then science, 61%. Teachers in the school are very conscious of what's going on with the scores, especially in mathematics. They're doing everything with collaboration and things to bring those scores up. This data was presented in Cognos under this website. Okay, we want to look at the Washington County School District for Herkin High School by grade level for the past 3 years. Secondary schools percent proficient by subtest 2010, 2012, and their comparisons. First of all, if we look at the language classes, we're just going to look at the 9th, just the 10th and 11th grades because they are the high school students. As you can see, Herkin High School here has, if we want to highlight right here, Herkin High School in 2010 was 84%, in 2011 85% proficient, and in 2012 91% proficient. 11th grade students, 2010, as you can see, was 88%, and 88% across the board each of the last 3 years. And I know their scores have moved up this last year in both 10th and 11th grades for the 2013 year have moved up to like 95%. If we compare those to the district, you can see the numbers are fairly comparable to the district numbers, 88, 90, 92 for those comparison years, and same with the state, and that is for the 10th and 11th grade. Both numbers are very comparable. 2012, you can see that the district is 92, so a little higher than the state percentages. Now, if we look at the mathematics, and obviously we said that number was slow, there was a couple of reasons for those being low, and you can see there's a little subnote here. Pre-algebra, Math 8 are the same test scores. They use the same test for both of those classes, pre-algebra and Math 8. But here's the note. Algebra 1 does not include all 10th grade bank scores. Preliminary percents proficient only includes students that tested for AYP retake purposes or had no bank scores 10th grade. They took out the 9th graders this year, and some of those are the sharper kids that bring the scores up. But obviously these scores need some consideration, especially for algebra, which we don't teach much in the high school. Matter of fact, it's been eliminated from the high school. The geometry scores compared to other schools in the district are a little bit low, in some cases a lot low, but comparison to the district, obviously a little lower than the district scores. And I'm not sure why there is no state scores associated with these math and geometry. Also in Algebra 2, if you look at Herkin High School, very low scores. Not exactly sure what happened with these scores here. I know in the 2012 year, they took all 9th graders out of the scores which were your higher scoring students. And if you compare those to the district and the state, obviously those numbers are lower than the district or the state. Now, if we go to the next category, which is science, you can see that science scores for Herkin High School, if we look along the biology for the 3 years, 69, 61, 73% for each of those years. And you can compare those to the scores for district, 76. So we were a little lower there, 78, quite a bit lower there in 2011. and in 2012, about 7% lower there. In comparison to the state, just about right on with in 2012, a little above. Now, if you look at the chemistry scores, obviously they're a little higher for our school as far as compared to the state and in the district in 2010. And if you look at the 59 compared to the 52 or the 54, if you look at the 2011 year, we had a little drop there with our percentages, and so we dropped below that, but then we raised them back up a little higher in 2012. Now if you go to the physics, physics were a little bit lower, and those are some issues that the school has been working on to increase those scores, and I know this last year in 2013 those scores have risen and have come up. You can compare those to the district and the state. Now that ends this comparison. Thank you for your time.